I need to say something that might make some people uncomfortable because a lot of GLP-1 content online right now is more about getting views than keeping people safe. If you're on a GLP-1 right now and the videos you're watching are about fast weight loss, extreme protein numbers, I need you to hear this because not all of that content was created with your health in mind. A lot of what's going viral looks impressive, but it's not always responsible and it's not always safe. I could make the type of videos that would go viral, but I'm not willing to compromise people's health to do it. Welcome to Slow and Steady with Andi. I'm Andi, and today we're talking about what gets left out of viral GLP-1 weight loss content. Social media doesn't reward steady, it rewards shocking and extreme. Let's be real. Nobody really clicks on the videos that say, I lost 1.5 pounds this month. They click on down 40 pounds in 3 months. And those types of videos make it look like if weight loss is slow, there's something wrong. And that's just not true. It just means that extreme results are louder. And if you're watching those types of videos because you're hoping to glean some information that's going to help you get faster weight loss results, I hope that you'll keep in mind that these people are doing extreme things to get extreme results, to get extreme attention on social media. And if you're comparing yourself to those types of videos, you're not comparing yourself to reality. You're comparing yourself to a highlight reel. Okay, before I go any further, I thought it was important to share with you that I've been going over some of the actual clinical trial information that was done on Mounjaro and Zepbound and Ozempic and Wegovy. And I thought it would be a really good time to share that with you to help give you a realistic perspective of what these medications are meant to accomplish. Because if we're going to talk about what's realistic, we need to look at what these medications were actually studied to do. So let's look at it. This study is called SURMOUNT-1. It's the large clinical trial for Tirzepatide, which is our Mounjaro and Zepbound. In this study, people lost about 15 to 22% of their body weight. So if we put that into real numbers, if someone started at 250 pounds, 15% would be around 37 pounds, 22% would be around 55 pounds. That's real weight loss. Those are significant amounts of weight. But, and this is the part that really matters, that happened over 72 weeks. That's about a year and a half under medical supervision with regular follow ups, with structured nutritional guidance. The participants were encouraged to reduce calories, they were encouraged to move more, but they weren't handed identical meal boxes or grocery lists, and they weren't told to see how little they could eat. These clinical trials were supervised weight management, but they weren't a starvation contest. What you're seeing now is the STEP-1 trial for semaglutide, which is Ozempic and Wegovy. Average weight loss was about 15%. So again, if somebody started at 250 pounds, that's a total of around 37 pounds. And that happened over 68 weeks, not 6 weeks, not 3 months, almost a year and a half. Again, in this trial, the people who participated received lifestyle counseling. They were advised to reduce calories. They were monitored by medical teams. This wasn't eat 800 calories and brag about it. It was structured treatment over time. So I want to be clear about something. Both of these studies did include calorie reduction. This wasn't magic weight loss with zero effort, but it also wasn't extreme under eating for internet clout. Again, it was medically supervised, steady treatment. So now that we've looked at what the actual clinical trial data shows, let's go into talking about what the number one side effect that we all hope to get is, and that is appetite suppression. Appetite suppression is powerful, but it was never meant to replace eating. When taking these medications, yes, we'll be less hungry, but no, that doesn't mean we stop eating. Barely eating is not some secret hack. It is under fueling. And some of the things that can come from chronic undereating are muscle loss, nutrient deficiencies, fatigue, hormonal stress, stronger negative side effects, metabolic slowdown over time, and that's just to name a few. There's so much more that can come from chronic undereating. These meds make it easier to eat appropriately, but they don't make starvation safe. So here's the part that isn't talked about too often. What happens when the hunger returns? So, for those of us who have been on a GLP-1 medication for any length of time, you know that the appetite suppression fluctuates. It fades, hunger comes back. And if while on this GLP-1 journey, we haven't changed anything underneath, then the bad habits that led us to being unhealthy are going to come back too. And that's not a failure, that's just predictable. Slow weight loss doesn't just automatically mean that we're doing it wrong. Slow loss usually means that we're eating, and slow usually means that we're building something sustainable. If you're watching people drop weight fast and wondering what's wrong with you, nothing is wrong with you. You don't need to starve to succeed, and you don't need to keep up with somebody else's extreme. Listen, dropping weight fast because you're barely eating isn't a flex. It's not magic, it's just under eating. And I don't know about you, but I'm not willing to build my health on that. Thank you so much for being here and spending this time with me. I appreciate each and every one of you so much. If you liked this video and you feel like it could help someone else, please give this a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and for sure subscribe if you have not subscribed already. That way you don't miss any of the upcoming videos. And until next time, remember that slow and steady always wins. See you in the next video. Bye!
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright, and for the first time in a long time I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago.